All right, Kit Daniels here behind the camera, Infowars.com in Cleveland, Ohio at the Citizens for Trump rally. Now, I came across this gentleman right here. What's your name, sir?
My name is HP from the Bronx, New York.
And you're a Trump supporter, correct?
Yeah, I'm supporting Trump, definitely.
And why is that?
Because we don't support Hillary Clinton and special interest. We saw Comey just give her a scathing indictment, and then we still see her skate off of all charges. Trump, you know what I mean? He's outside the political system, and I really feel like if Trump doesn't get in office, then America may go down a detrimental path that we may not be able to come back from, and that's the honest truth. I think we have no chance with Hillary, honestly. I think it's imperative that we get Trump in office.
Interesting. So, tell me about your political awakening, so to speak. How'd you get interested in politics?
Well, I've been awake for a while. I mean, I've been listening to Alex, I think for about close to 10 years now. So I've been awake. I was originally supporting Rand Paul. But honestly, Rand Paul, him and his father, I think maybe the Texas nice guy. I know you guys are from Texas. You guys are great people, honestly. But I just think maybe they're a little bit too gentlemanly and everything. They didn't have that fire. And when I saw Trump, I don't know by what debate, I just saw the eye of the tiger in him. And around the same time I came over to him, I noticed Alex was seeing it too. You know what I mean? In Rand Paul, you have a lot of good things. You're fiscally conservative, but we're not trying to deal with politicians making the same deals again. He still has to play with the same Washington insiders. And we know that Trump has just brought things to a certain point, so a certain forum that things would have never been brought up at all in the first place. So yes, we're accepting some political incorrectness for somebody who we really think can make a change in the country.
So what do you think would happen in the country if Hillary got elected?
Honestly, Obama, the first black president that we have for 8-year terms, he was, I think, voted in by around 56%, almost 60% of white people. And look at that, under a black president. Look, we also had Eric Holder. Look how many people in his cabinet. And even though we have a president like this now, we're more racially divided than we've ever been. Under the first black president that mostly white people voted for, we're more divided than we ever. Just like Rob Emanuel said, they never let any good crisis go to waste. So the same day or the same week that Comey comes out talking about Hillary's incompetence, we notice that we have a media blitz storm. We have a hailstorm of black men being killed in their cars or black men having incidents with police. You know what I mean? I know a lot of black men that look like me dead, and they've been killed by other men that look like me. My brother, best friends. You know what I mean? So that, there's real issues that we're going to. And I don't like the fact that the Democratic plantation always tries to play off of the real pain and suffering that we have in the black community. Yeah, so black people need to wake up. And under Hillary, basically, we've been divided racially, and I think now it's time to divide us under the gender-wise. Now it's to divide us against man versus woman, straight versus homosexual.
Since he's talking about division, what do you think about Black Lives Matter in particular?
Black Lives Matter is actually pretty ridiculous. Because when any of my people were hurt, or when I see people falsely imprisoned and killed, they were never there. You get what I mean? Black Lives Matter tries to hijack events done by white people rather than go into the black community and go help there. They try to hijack and tell white people what they need to do for us instead of going to do something. Imagine Black Lives Matter was making up some black schools that said Black Lives Matter. Imagine they were helping out with certain things. Imagine they were helping people with incorrect criminal cases. Imagine they were getting civil defense lawyers and things like that. Not only for high-profile cases, but for the average people, the people in Chicago, where I'm from in the Bronx, the 120-person indictment that I had in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Where was the Black Lives Matter then? They don't matter then. More blacks are killed during abortion than there are even born. 51% of the race doesn't even exist. What is the Black Lives Matter? We're going to keep bickering. Even whites aren't even producing or aren't even have the right birth rate. They're under 2.1 as well. Italy is like 1.3. So we're all going to be bickering, and then we won't even be here to bicker anymore. You know what I mean? All the other races and all the groups that we bring in, those are the ones who actually have the high birth rates, and they are producing. But we're so much at each other's throat, we don't even see the plan.
All right, appreciate your time. And once again, it's Kit Daniels, Infowars.com. Find out more at Resistance News on YouTube and the Alex Jones channel.